Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Greg Gilmore. I'm just coming through talking about the Virgin application, Virgin Relaxer application. Here, I'm working on my client Felicity. She has a 3B texture type. I'm basing her hair first. She's looking for lower maintenance and less, that's required with her hair in the morning. She has a really hectic work schedule. So, it's something that she is looking to do with her hair that is low maintenance, that kind of thing. So we opted for the relaxer. A lot of people just really have, a negative view of the relaxer. I think it comes from negative experiences in the salon or at home, doing your own relaxer. They have a lot of bad experiences. So it tends to be a lot of stigma around the relaxer. I still do relaxers because they are an option for people such as Felicity who have really busy lifestyles, really busy work schedules, and do not have the time to do a lot of styling, especially the type of styling that's required with her texture type to keep it natural and neat looking. So in this particular case, I'm using Design Essentials Honey Nectar Time Release Relaxer, which releases the sodium hydroxide in increments. This is a great option when you're working with extremely dense hair or hair that's very, very long. You need a little bit more time to apply. I started with the mid shaft to ends first, then applied at the root area. And I'm not looking for the hair to be totally bone straight. I'm actually just doing 75 to 85% straight. This allows the hair to have a little bit more elasticity in it so that it has room to stretch. This can also eliminate any unnecessary breakage. So we're rinsing that out. We're going in after that with the Design Essentials Milk and Honey Neutralizing Shampoo. This helps to balance out that pH after the chemical service. And then because Felicity does have a little bit of dry scalp, I'm following up with that with our peppermint and aloe. I like a little trick where I put the shampoo under the dryer, just add a little heat, and it really helps eliminate any dandruff. And so we bring it back, and then we finish off with the honey cream, which puts anything that we took out of the hair back into the hair. We're going to condition with the Milk and Honey 6-in-1 Reconstructor. That sat for about 10 minutes, and then we brought Felicity back to the chair. I'm going to use a leave-in conditioner now. As you can see, it's not extremely bone straight, but it's still smooth and is very much about the maintenance and the manageability of the hair. So the bamboo and silk is a great protectant because it protects the hair through blow drying and heat surfaces. Also, it has HCO in it, which is the hydrogen, carbon, and oxygen. Just adds another layer of protection. Also helps to still balance that pH in the hair. I don't like to use a lot of product when I'm styling the hair. I like it to be free and to retain a lot of movement. So I use a little bit of, serum and light products. But before that, the bamboo and silk is great for protecting and leaving the hair very light. So now I'm going to go in with the haircut. We're just doing a one length bob. It's going to have a little bit of graduation in the back. It will also get a little longer towards her front. I think this will be a nice shape for her. It'll be lower maintenance for her. She also had this as a desired style that she liked. I just suggested it goes a little longer in the front just to kind of elongate her face a little bit. And so here I just created a horizontal parting from ear to ear in the occipital area. And I just brought everything down, cutting 0 degrees to start off my guide. And as you can see, the hair that is closest to the ear actually travels a little further as I'm directing that hair back towards me. So that will allow the hair or the shape to collect more length towards her face. And so in this particular cut, with each new section that I part out, I'm elevating slightly more to build up more weight. And so you could see that I'm starting at about 20 degrees, and then with each new section, I go up a degree. So maybe 30 the next section, then I go up to about 40 to 45. And as I get closer to the top, I think I ended with this particular cut at 55 degrees. Everything was all below 90 degrees. And I'm just continuing up as I move closer to the crown area with each new section, still using horizontal sections there. You can see this is coming out pretty nice. You can also see that sheen that's bouncing off and reflecting that light. Looks so healthy. I'm just continuing on with this cut and just really making sure that I follow the procedure. Technique is great to me because I think that it gives you a barrier so that you don't get lost in the cut. And using those fundamentals to establish your base first, or your initial structure, I think is just so important. It tends to give you a lot more time to just really be cool and take your time and make sure that you get all the steps done right. And here I'm just using some vertical sections in the crown and just matching that top area hair with the area that I've already previously cut. And so you can see that the layering looks really, really nice. On the sides, I'm going through with another horizontal section. And I'm going to bring that hair down and hold my cutting angle at a slight tilt. This way I am freehanding in more of that angle where the hair is getting a little longer towards her face. And with each new section, I am also still slightly elevating. So I'm going to be creating a mini graduation there on the side. But this will help to create a small bevel for Felicity's hair so that even when worn straight, she can have that curve that just really allows the hair to bend and frame her face. As I move towards the top of her hair, I'm just grabbing some of that hair that's closer to the crown and matching it with the area that I've already cut. I just did that by holding it out vertically and taking the hair that was already cut as my guide and matching that, cutting straight up. Here I'm using a pie section where I'm elevating, allowing the perimeter to drop out. I'm doing that because this area is a lot less dense. And so I just cut on the bias, which means short to long, and match that area with a little bit of layering. So here I'm going in with my hot tools, my flat iron, and just smoothing out the strands a little bit more. I don't want to tax the hair too much, so I'm just using like 410. In this case, 410 temperature on my flat iron. It's important to monitor that, but of course you can use higher degrees or higher temperatures depending on the situation. So if you have a client who's just really getting the silk out, she doesn't have chemicals, maybe she would be a candidate that requires 450. Again, you also want to keep in mind that when the flat iron is moving down the hair strand, it tends to lose a little bit of heat. So if you need to use 450, it's okay, but it depends on the situation. In this situation, I used 410 because I didn't want to overtax her hair. It is already chemically relaxed now, so she doesn't need a lot of vigorous or rigorous or aggressive styling techniques. So you can see that shine that's really coming through. I'm using some Silk Essentials on her hair by Design Essentials. And this is a really lightweight serum that creates a lot of sheen, reflection in the hair. It also doesn't restrict the movement because it's very lightweight. So I love using that in the finish, especially on my longer tresses. And her cut came out bomb. I love the angle that it has on the side. I love the graduation in the back. It has that slight bevel in the front that frames her face. It has a lot of movement. It's healthy. Relaxer came out nice and done properly. So of course I'm going to say that Felicity really loved her hair. But you can see that she did. I really liked it too. The shape came out really, really nice. So, like and subscribe. Please let me know in the comments below how you like this video. And that's it. Thanks for watching.